Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear students, I always hope to the Almighty that you all are well, healthy and hearty at home during this pandemic. And today I am with you with another class, and you all are welcome to the village of Police Lines School and College, Rangpur. You know me well, all. I am Muhammad Abdul Motalab, senior teacher, Police Lines School and College, Rangpur. And today I am going to take a very easy class for you. And I know you all are very much perfect in this class, but I would like to share some rules of this with you. So here, before starting the class, I would like to read out a very interesting letter. The letter is written by a wife to her husband. I am reading the letter in Bengali. স্বামীকে লেখা স্ত্রীর এই চিঠিতে যথাস্থানে বিরাম চিহ্ন দিতে না পারায় চিঠিটি নিম্নরূপ হইয়া গিয়াছে। খোকার বাবা, আমার সালাম গ্রহণ করিও না, জানি কেমন আছো ওখানে খোকা। কয়েকদিন ধরিয়া পাতলা পায়খানায় ভুগিতেছে ছাগলটি, এক মাস যাবৎ ঝিমাইতেছে গেদির মা। আজ সকালে বাড়ি চলিয়া গিয়াছে মুরগি কয়টি, বিক্রি করিয়াছি খুকিকে। বই কিনিয়া দিতে হইবে, গরুর জন্য ওষুধ কিনিব, তোমার বাড়ি আসা প্রয়োজন নাই, আসিলে আমি গলায় দড়ি দিব। So in this letter just there are some lacks of some punctuation marks. So বিরাম চিহ্নের বিড়ম্বনা, what was the right রূপ? যে খোকার বাবা আমার সালাম গ্রহণ করিও, না জানি কেমন আছো ওখানে। খোকা কয়েকদিন ধরিয়া পাতলা পায়খানায় ভুগিতেছে, ছাগলটি এক মাস যাবৎ ঝিমাইতেছে, গেদির মা আজ সকালে বাড়ি চলিয়া গিয়াছে, মুরগি কয়টি বিক্রি করিয়াছি, খুকিকে বই কিনিয়া দিতে হইবে, গরুর জন্য ওষুধ কিনিব, তোমার বাড়ি আসা প্রয়োজন, না আসিলে আমি গলায় দড়ি দেব। এই যে দুটো বাংলা চিঠির মধ্যে শুধুমাত্র বিরাম চিহ্নের ব্যবহারের ভুল হওয়ার কারণে এরকম বিড়ম্বনা সৃষ্টি হয়। এই একই বিরাম চিহ্ন আমাদের ইংলিশের মধ্যেও আছে। Here if you read, how are you my friend, said Rebecca to Rebecca, I am fine and I am also fine, I sent you an email last night, did you find it? So what are the problems with the sentences here? The problem of punctuation marks. So our today's lesson is punctuation, and I know this is very much easy chapter for you, and for the students of class 9 and 10 this is question number 11, you know, and you everyone are very much perfect on this chapter, I know, but just I would like to share some rules on it. Today at the end of the lesson we will be able to identify the definition of punctuation, identify the names of the punctuation, use punctuation where necessary. Only these three aims we will fulfill, we will try our best to fulfill today. The identify the definition of punctuation, then after this class so that you can give the definition of punctuation marks, identify the names of the punctuation, and you can use punctuation marks where necessary. So let us ahead. So what is punctuation? So there is a definition, dear student. Fahim said to me, have you finished reading the book I gave you yesterday? Yes, I have finished reading the book. I replied, what an interesting book it is. I said, will you return the book to me today? He asked. There are some sentences here, but there is no punctuation marks between the sentences. The passage does not express a clear meaning as there is no punctuation marks in this passage. So now, if we follow the passage, the Fahim said to me, there is a comma here, and this is inverted comma. Have you finished reading the book I gave you yesterday? Again, there is a interrogation marks and inverted comma. Again, there is another inverted comma, yes, and comma. I have finished reading the book. There is a full stop and it has been closed with another inverted comma. I replied, full stop. Again, we have used an inverted comma. What an interesting book it is. This is an exclamation marks and there is an inverted comma again. I said this is full stop. So again, we have used here inverted comma. Will you return the book to me today? Note of interrogation and inverted comma. He asked, full stop. So if I would like to express the meaning of a sentence in a passage, we must have to use this type of punctuation marks in the sentences. So dear students, the passage express a clear meaning as there are proper punctuation marks in this passage. So the symbols, now I am going to give you the definition of punctuation marks. So the symbol which are used in the sentences to make their meaning clear are called punctuation marks. So you must have to memorize the definition of punctuation marks, then it will be easy to tell you anyhow. So what are the punctuation marks? These are the punctuation marks, totally there are 11 here. This is full stop, comma, semicolon, colon, note of interrogation, note of exclamation, inverted comma, apostrophe, hyphen, dash, brackets. So dear students, today it is not possible to tell you all the rules of 11 punctuation marks in a single class. So today just I am going to share with you the rules of full stop and comma only, and in our next class we will discuss the other rules of the other punctuation marks here. So let us go ahead. So first we will discuss about use of full stop. He is a good student. He reads his lessons regularly. After his Fajr prayer, he reads the Quran with his mother. So what are the mistakes with the sentences? In the sentences there is no punctuation marks. If we would like to use, so there are no full stop here. So if we correct the sentences, we can use he is a good student, there is a full stop I have used here. He reads his lessons regularly, again there is a full stop. After his Fajr prayer, he reads the Quran, again we have used a full stop to make the idea clear. So not full stop is used to stop fully. If you would like to finish your lecture anywhere completely, then you have to use a full stop after it. Now use of comma. Comma is used for multi-purpose. You have seen in full stop has been used only for one reason, to stop fully. To end the lecture anywhere, then we use full stop. But we use comma for multi-purpose. In different places we use comma. So let us see how many places we can use comma. So he eats orange, apple, mango, banana and berry. So all are the noun, So when we write down more than one noun, one after another, then we must have to use after every noun a comma. And the last noun, they will be connected with an. So this is the number one rule, I think. If there is more than two same kind of parts of species, not only noun, any kinds of same parts of species in a sentence, comma is used after each noun and the last two nouns are added with an. So this is the rule number one. Not comma is used to stop shortly. That means this is the shorter time than full full stop. So to stop for a short time we use comma. Number 2, rule number 2, Mr. Hassan, lecturer of English conducts his class very spontaneously. So you know, in other grammar you have read about the noun in apposition. So to use any apposition in a sentence, we know before and after the apposition we have to use comma. So comma is used before and after case in apposition. So this is rule number 2. Rule number 3, tell me, my dear friend, again there is an apposition, how can I help you? If there is vocative case at the beginning of the sentence, at the middle of the sentence, comma is used after first vocative and second vocative case. You know, as a student of class 9 and 10, you have enough idea about vocative case. So if we use any vocative case in a sentence after the vocative case, we must have to use a comma. So again, this is rule number 4 of comma, where we can use, I think Dr. Zakir Naik is the best scholar in comparative religion. I think Dr. Zakir Naik. So what will be the rule? Comma is used after absolute construction in both the beginning or in the middle. If we want to make any construction in a sentence, then we have to use comma. So dear students, this is the rule number 5. Black and white, rich and poor, all are equal to Allah. So comma is used after more than one pair of words. I told you in my previous classes, phrases and clauses you have read. So if such as every same words can take comma, like that if we use more than one phrases one after another, then we have to use comma also. This is rule number 6. He said, never tell a lie. You know, when we write down the direct speech, after writing reporting verb, we have to use a comma. So this is the rule number 6. Comma is used after reporting verb in a direct speech. So dear students, this is the use of comma. This is rule number 7. Running away, the criminals escape themselves. So you know, running away is a participle phrase. You have enough idea about it. So what is the rule? Comma is used after adjective or adverb phrase if it is at the beginning or at the middle of a sentence. This is rule number 8. He is indeed a gentleman. So what is the rule? Comma is used before the repetition of the same word. We know if we would like to repeat any same word, any same thing, then we must have to use comma after the first repetition. And this is rule number 9. If he comes, I will go. As you have read out about the simple, complex and compound, you have enough idea about clauses. And if we write two different clauses together, you know, after the dependent clause we must have to use a comma, and you have enough idea about it. So comma is used after adverb clause, or you may tell it comma is used after a dependent clause. So use the rule number 10. He is an educated and he a gentleman. So what is the rule? Comma is used before omission of verb in the sentences. In some places of a sentence, if you would like to omit any verb, then you must have to use a comma after the subject. To keep the verb silent here, after the subject, a comma should be used. Use of full stop and comma. So dear students, you have to use the full stop and comma in these 3 sentences. But why this is black, I don't know. Okay, dear students, this is as we have no time today, so this is activities for you. just in the sentences you have to use full stop and comma where necessary. So you will try it at home, and I have to go ahead. So today I would like to finish here, and in my next class we will discuss about the rules of other punctuation marks. So today just we have tried to learn about the full stop and comma. I hope you have understood, because this chapter is very much easy for you. So thank you again. May Allah bless you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuhu. Jazak Allah khair. Thank you.